Hello there, Michelle G, Bendy Stitchy. Today is, my pronouns are she, her, and today is Saturday. I almost said Thursday, but it's Saturday, August 24th. I didn't think I would get to film today because it's also Needlework Marketplace, but shout out to Bobby who's running Needlework Marketplace. The way she has it set up gives us so much flexibility to still live our lives and also do the trade show. So thank you, Bobby. Chapeau. Y'all out there, anybody watching this, if you haven't put in an order from your shops yet for Needlework Marketplace, go shop your shops and let them know what you want because they're buying the stuff from us right now. So we'll do the Flosstube and then I'll go back to my Needlework Marketplace booth, which is actually also right here. Same background and everything. But okay, this is my channel where I talk about cross stitch. I think you might have already clued into that. Cross stitch finishes. Y'all, I have a finish and I am so proud of it. I finished this. Let me see, hold on. Let me check my trusty Notion app. I started this on June 19th, 2022, finished it on August 17th, 2024, because it would not be a Flosstube Saturday if I didn't film a Flosstube and then finish a thing. Every Saturday, I finish a thing. This is this Juneteenth day from Nuri at Shaded Stitchery. I can't. It's stitched on a 40 count mushroom Lugana from Silk Weaver. I used all of the called for DMC except this blue is a Stitchy box silk. It's the same exact color as the DMC, so no harm done. This, I love cross stitch. I think if you're new here, welcome. I love cross stitch. If you're not new here, you already know. I love cross stitch. I can't really tell you. It seems like I'm making stuff up, but this was such a joy to stitch. Like every border in this was wicked regular. Like this, once you learn the pattern of the border, you just repeat. Same with these plants. Repeat, but not in a boring way. In a soothing way. So Nuri here managed to design a pattern that is really, really heavy. Like those are shackles, right? We're talking about enslaved humans here. Those are shackles. Those are boats that were used to bring Africans over to America as enslaved people. Like this is a heavy sampler. This is not a light, fluffy, fun sampler. And yet, stitching on it was both meditative and soothing. Even this flag with 1,881 stitches, meditative and soothing. Like, I am so proud of this finish. This is going to Acorns and Threads with me on Wednesday to get properly framed by a stitching shop. I'm just so proud. Those numbers, these numbers, were hands down the funnest numbers I've ever stitched. I don't know how Nuri came up with those numbers, but chef's kiss. So it's done. This Juneteenth day started on June 19th, 2022, finished August 17th, 2024. There's my back. And so my next Nuri project is going to be, I already have it started. This is my second Nuri finish. So I finished my necessity previously. My next Nuri project that I'm going to work on is taking up space, which is this year's Juneteenth. But I also have something for y'all because Nuri right now is at Needlework Marketplace. Well, I don't know about right now, but Nuri is at Needlework Marketplace and this is her first time with paper charts. So she reached out to me yesterday and said, "Hey, do you want to do a giveaway? She'll give me the paper chart of my choice and one for y'all as well." So I'm going to put the Google form up, but you just need to tell me which one. Which one do you want to stitch? Because I don't quite know right now. So any new releases or any old releases from Nuri are on the table. Let me see. I currently have this as a whip. This is called Taking Up Space. This was this year's Juneteenth. I have just like the tiniest bit of this bottom quarter done. But this falls under my you touched it, you finish it, Sal, for this year. So I would like to finish. This is comparatively small against Juneteenth. It's like 111 by 101. It's right there in the description. I have that. My other thought was this Freedom Motif Sampler, but I have this already too. I know. And then I've already finished my Necessity. So those are my 4 Nuri patterns that I already have. So we can have anything. We can have any of her new releases, any of her older releases. I am between this one, a sampler for Sealy, based on the color purple. I just love the big I'm here at the bottom, right? I love that. I'm between that one, and then I'm going to scroll up slowly so that you can see the things, but also so that I don't make anybody sick. I'm between that one and, hold please. I just can't stop looking at this one. This one is called The Array, and it's new for Marketplace this year, and you get it 2 different ways. So Nuri designed it so that you can stitch it in all these colors, or you can stitch it monochromatically. And this is what I'm talking about a meditative stitch, because this woman just designs. I don't know how she does it, because I don't design like this, but I think it's going to be the Array for me. It's going to be the Array or a sampler for Sealy. So in the Google form, you will tell me, which one do you want? And then Nuri will send me mine, and then she might send me yours, or she might send you yours. We haven't worked out the details yet, but tell me which one you want. I think it's got to be the Array. I just love it so much. I don't know, but that's the plan. So, this Juneteenth day, beautiful finish. I'm so proud. I can't wait to get it framed. I'm taking it to Acorns to get it framed. That's all I have to say about that. Okay. And then I started a new thing, because I've been planning to start this, meaning to start this, intending to start this. This is in a bag from Jasmine's Custom Bags. Of course, it has Star Wars fabric, front and back. And then on the inside, it has purple, plain purple. I have been meaning to start this for 800 years, because I have been I've been hosting a tarot swap, Major Arcana tarot swap, that I did not start until after the deadline. So my bad. It is what it is, though, like we do what we can and not what we can't, etc., all that. But let me show you the cover page of mine. So over here, I am stitching for my partner, the Empress Nostalgic Tarot from the Witchy Stitcher. This is not a small chart. But let me show you where I am with it. So far on this chart, I have put in 1,300 my most stitches in a day was 1,370, which is wild. I've put in 2,350 stitches, the Empress. And you can see I'm just starting the Empress herself right there. But like, how good is that looking? This is 28 count. I think it's even weave. It's very even, but it's like a loose even weave. 28 count even weave with, this is called Mothman. It's from Fangirl Fibers. My friend Emily dyed this. I think it was in a box, so I don't know that you can get this from her, but it's like perfect for this pattern, because it's dark gray, but with dapples of pink and green, right? So this is not bad. I would like to finish this soonish. But I have other things. You'll see, like, you know me. I have plans. There's plans within plans. Plans within plans here. But I'm loving how this is stitching up. There's a lot of color changes in this pattern, like a lot of color changes. But I started, thanks to my suggestion from my friends, thanks to a suggestion from my friends on Twitch, I started leaving, like when I finish stitching all the stitches I can with a certain color, I just leave the needle threaded and put it back in the bobbin. So I think I can finish this, but this whole inside portion here is full coverage. So we'll see if I can finish it. I'll just be sitting in front of my computer all weekend, most of the weekend for the marketplace. So I'll have a lot of stitching time. But I do have other stuff to do, which I'll show you. But this color here, right here, that one, there's only 10 stitches of that color in this whole piece. Just those 3 there and the other 3 on the other side. Those 10 stitches. So because of that, I was able to put some stitches into my hashtag tail end project. If you haven't seen this yet, this is Quaker Cornet from Queenstown Samplers Designs. This was a freebie chart. This is a complimentary chart, not for resale. But I picked it up off of a freebie table because even though it's a complimentary chart, not for resale, you can still put it on the freebie table or gift it away or whatever. So you can see here, I used DMC 155 to work on the crown. And you can I'm loving this because you can like track my projects, right? Like I stitched my saxolotl, and then most of this burb is from a peanut butter and jelly ATC. And then the beak and this down here is from July's Stitch for Pride. And then the G and the tip of that and all of this was this Juneteenth day. And now this is Nostalgic Tarot. So it's going to get real colorful for Nostalgic Tarot. The funny thing is all of this stitching that I did from the tail ends of this Juneteenth day, most of this Juneteenth day is stitched in 3371. Would you believe that I got to my last stitches over here and I thread chickened the last stitch of this? My 3371, as much as I used in this whole piece, came out perfectly at the end of a strand. I don't know if that's because of Nuri's good designing, but I'm going to give her credit for that too, because why not? So hopefully I'll get a lot more color finishes today and a lot more progress on my tail end project, which I'm loving. It's so chaotic. I think any kind of chart that's charted like this monochromatically, you can do for this tail end project thing. It just works really well because the monochromatic charts tend to be spaced out to use their negative space to make the motifs happen. And to me, that makes this make more sense. This is on a piece of 32 count mystery. I think Diana dyed this. This is a 32 count even weave that Diana dyed. And this is a lolly bag with, I believe, Tula pink fabric with the night flowers and then the bats. So those are my 2 whips that I've been working on. This week I stitched 4 days and put in 3,106 stitches over the course of 16 hours. That's a lot of stitching. A lot of stitching. So because I'm going to sneeze. Godzilla. In my house we say Godzilla. He is the blessing. Godzilla. Anyway, if you're new here, you know. If you're new here, this is who I am. And if you're not new here, you already know. Next on my list says giveaway. So last week's giveaway was this Quirky Quaker Christmas. Wasifa in South Africa is getting not only this, but the floss that comes with it. Okay? On that note, plans. I'm going to stitch this as fast as I can. And this is next week's giveaway. So my goal is to have this finished between now and next week so that I can give it away on the next video. I've had this since 2021 and I haven't stitched it, but this whole little drama that just got stirred up in the community has lit a fire under me. I love Cheryl's Designs, Tiny Modernist. This is not available on Cheryl's website yet. It was in a box. I'm going to stitch it up quick. I have the perfect fabric. I've had the perfect fabric picked out since 2021 and it's time. So I'm going to start this today. I'm going to finish it by next week. And I'm going to pass this chart on next week. And I'll probably pull, you know me, I'll probably pull like a silk conversion or something, and I'll probably patch the whole stash. So if you want to check me out, see if I can do it, cheer me on. I'll be streaming live on Twitch tomorrow morning, Twitch and YouTube, and possibly Instagram while I stitch this. But just try not to make people feel bad. That's all I'm asking. Just let us live. You want more plans? I've got more plans. It's going to be a tall order. So this isn't that big. It's 99 by 71. Lots of empty space. It's not that big. But there's also lots of other plans, right? I'm still working on the tarot card. I also, and this is awesome, I have a design that I am stitching for Gwen at Fiberlicious Yummy Fibers. Gwen is putting out a Halloween box this year and asked me if I would be a part of it. And first of all, Halloween? Yes. And second of all, Gwen? Yes. So she said, pick as many silks as you would like. First, you had me at Halloween and then you went and said, pick as many silks as you would like. Okay. Twist my arm. Pick as many silks as you would like and pick a fabric and design a thing and stitch it and we'll put it in the box. And I said, oh, yes, please. So let me arrange my silks. Gwen's silks are great. They're interesting. They're 2-ply silks, but you don't separate them. So they come off these are my colors. I know, it's giving Halloween. It's meant to give Halloween. These are my colors, and her silks are interesting because they're 2-ply, but you don't separate them, right? So it comes off a little thin on the strand, but I just use this so this is my fabric. It's a 16 count Aida, and I'm just going to use 2 strands of silk. So my goal, I love this color from Gwen. This is called Woods Witch in her silk line. And my goal was to have the fabric be a little bit of a darker version of Woods Witch. So that's my colorway. That's my palette. And there's going to be a box. And so I'm going to stitch this up. It's not that big. You know me though. My design wheelhouse is like 60 to 80 square. So, and Gwen, actually, that's part of why she reached out to me because she wants all of the designs to be that kind of size. And she was like, you're perfect. You already do it. So, boom. So my goal is to get this stitched for Gwen, get pictures taken, and get the charts sent to her ASAP. So I think, ooh, and look at this. Sorry, hold on. Folding it up. That green and that yellow would be great in that, right? And the white? Boom, 3 colors sorted. And the purple? Boom, 4 colors sorted. So this would also stitch this. So maybe, I hate to, maybe some of these silks come with the pass the stash on this. I think I could kit this whole damn thing up from here. It would change it just a little bit, but I think I can do it. It's happening. Okay, done. So, two birds, one stone, but really, what is it? More like 2 patterns, 1 palette. 2 patterns, 1 palette. Okay, let me just keep all that together then. And she also sent me this other purple, which is great. This is royal purple. I'm fine. Royal purple. My samplers. The camera loves the samplers. There you go. But that wasn't quite the right purple that I was looking for this thingy. So, 2 plans. If you're wondering about that Aida, it's 14 count woodland. I have just a sample. Oh, 16 lies. 16 count woodland. I love that she highlights it. Look at that pupper. I imagine that's Gwen's doggo. I just love her. And then plans within plans within plans. I showed this last week, I think. This is Magical Cross Stitch from Tuscan Cardinal. Lindsay's book just hit newsstands on the 20th. Today's the 24th. I was lucky enough to get an advanced copy, which was really nice. Not that I've started anything, but it gave, there's bookmarks. Sorry, it gave Christy of Pixel Pixie and I time to arrange a sal. So we are going to sal, hold please. I should have marked the page, but meh. We are going to sal this. This is called The Familiar. And it's fun. It's monochromatic. It's 66 by 85. So guaranteed, even though this is smaller than that Tiny Modernist, this will take longer to stitch. So I'm stitching The Familiar on this color fabric that Mariah sent last week. This color fabric. And I think, look at this. I'll do it in royal purple. That's going to be striking. I love it when I can just pick up things around me. Does that mean I have too much stuff? I think that might be what that means. But if you'd like to join us in stitching The Familiar, hashtag Tusk and Cardinal Sal. We didn't really set I think our start date was yesterday. Obviously, I didn't start it yet. But hashtag Tusk and Cardinal Sal, starting whenever you want to start. I don't know when that'll be because my priorities are number 1, Gwen's thing. Number 2, I've set myself a challenge. I have to stitch that pattern so I can give it away next week. And then number 3, I got to get back to that tarot. And then number 4, number 5, number 6, it's fine. It's fine. I also have this going on. This is La Vuelta a España, started last week, and it was fully my intention to start. This is my hashtag 2 years of tours bell pull. So I have a little bit of the Giro d'Italia. I have all of the Tour de France. And then I should have started La Vuelta a España this week. Have not done that yet. But I have been diligently keeping track of the stage winners, who won the stages, and what their jerseys look like. A lot of them are repeat winners from the teams are the teams for the most part, except in La Vuelta a España, there's a team called Euskadi. I don't know if I'm saying the first diphthong right, but it's a Basque team, and they always get an invite to La Vuelta every year, and they almost never win a stage, but they always go in the breakaway. I love the Basques. I really want them to win a stage this year because they wear this bright orange jersey that is just, I can't wait to stitch with it. But you can see I changed the motif. So this is Veerland Sisters 1 Birdie from Stitchy Box, but I changed the color of the motifs to match the jerseys of the winners of that stage. So already this team here has won a stage of La Vuelta. This team, UAE, has won a stage of La Vuelta. I think it's this team. Nope, Anyway, I have some repeats. I have this team is currently wearing the red jersey in La Vuelta. So I will catch up on that. Christina, I swear I will catch up on that. When? I don't know. After all my other off-the-wall plans. But it's fun. It's fun, and it'll be good, and the motifs are small, and once again, it's not that big, so if I get behind, I can catch up. Yeah, right. Okay, so we did... Oh, Gwen sent me the fibers and the fabric, so that's happy mail. I also got a purchase in the mail. Has anyone else gotten this? This is from Jazz. KN Yarns, Knitting Nurse Jasmine. This is my glorious gastropods. Look at, they're all in these little bags that you open each day. They've got numbers on them. This is my glorious gastropods, what you call it? Tiny presents. I'm meant to wait until December to open this. I'm going to have to put it away. I'm going to have to put it away in a box, and someone's going to have to remind me that it's there, because I'm not going to make it. If I'm meant to wait until December, I'm not going to make it if I have to look at this all the time. So I'm going to put it away, and I'm going to be good. Tell me, have you gotten this? Have you opened it? Somebody tell me if you've opened it, because then I'll open mine too. But until then, I'll be good. I won't open it. But that was my happy mail. Wicked early to be here for a December tiny presents, but also so appreciative of Jazz for getting it to us this early, because that can't be easy, right? So that was my only happy mail, and I'm trying not to buy anything right now because we are buying a house. We are buying a house, and we're in the process, so I got to start packing, so I got to stop buying, because it doesn't make sense to bring in a whole bunch more stuff just to pack it and move it. So, I'm going to do my very best to not buy anything. But I'm not canceling my floss clubs, so forget about it. So I'm not canceling my clubs, but I'm going to try not to buy anything on top of it. Pish posh. Okay. So that's it for the cross stitching. Now we have I finished a couple of books, and we have the tarot card of the day. So if you're only here for the cross stitching, that part's over. Remember to go check out Nuri's Instagram page and tell me which chart you want, because somebody's going to win one. So fill out the Google form and let me know which chart you want. And then, join me tomorrow as I try to race through, and not race in a way that makes the stitching ugly, but like as I try to race through that project so that I can get it. I've never really challenged myself to finish a project in a week so that I can give it away the next week. But let's give it a go. And just remember that if you're passing on a chart, as long as it's not a PDF, you're not doing anything illegal. Please don't think it. Please don't allow it. Okay, card of the day. This is kind of an appropriate card for today. This is from the Mind's Eye Tarot. I keep going back and forth between the Mind's Eye Tarot and the Tarot of the Cosmic Seed. And today I pulled the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords, is an intellectual, perceptive, discerning person. This card represents truths coming to light and looking into the future with maturity and calm judgment. It stands for independence, perceptiveness, and intelligence. I like truth coming to light and looking into the future with calm intelligence. I just love the art. This book is great. Look how thick that book is. But I just love the art on this deck. Like, my camera loves my samplers, but I love the art on this deck. So really pretty, digging the pops of red. I love that the eyes are everywhere. Yeah, I like this card. So that's my card of the day. And then for books, I finished a book and I started a new book. So the book that I finished is, I'll just show you. I decided I post my stitching and I post my tarot cards. I should post my books on Instagram too. So I finished How to Stop Time by Matt Haig. And interesting premise. It's about people who live really extended, long lifetimes. If they live to their maximum lifespan, it's about 950 years. And they age very slowly, and they're also kind of impervious to most diseases. Like, they don't really get colds. This guy, spoiler alert, survived the plague. It's not a spoiler. But it's hard because most people don't live to be 950 years old. They're humans, but they just live an extra long lifetime. So the whole book kind of deals with the relationships, like how relational human lives are and how hard it is to not ever be able to form those connections. And then we meet a character who, like, all through the book, the main character is like Tom. He's like, this is the way we do it. This is the way we do it. This is what I've been told. This is the way we do it. And then it turns out that maybe that is not the best way to do it. And I will say, spoiler alert, once again, the Indigenous character gets it right. He gets it right. And he kind of shows everybody the way. So, good book, well written. I like the voice of the main character, and I liked the voice actors. I do books on audio. So if the voice actors are bad, if the narrator's bad, then I have a really hard time with the book, even if the book is good, but that had a good narrator. And then the book that I'm reading now, get ready, Cosmere friends, listening to, is Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, Brandon Sanderson. It's not going to focus. There we go. Yumi and the Nightmare Painter, Brando Sando. So far, so good. I'm not that far into it. You can see 7%, but I like the premise. The premise is the Nightmare Painter doesn't paint nightmares, paints them away. As like, he's like a protector, right? And there's a bunch of them. He's not the only one. There's a bunch of nightmare painters. And Yumi is kind of like a priestess or a sacred person. And I'm just into the part of the book where they're really introducing Yumi and we're like seeing who she is and what she does. So I'm stoked because my Cosmere friends, my Brandon Sanderson friends are like, you have to read these books. And I waited a really long time for Yumi and the Nightmare Painter. I used the Libby app. That's what I showed. I used the Libby app on my phone, and you download Libby, you log in with your library card, and you can borrow any digital media that your library has. There's sometimes a wait list because, interestingly enough, my library only has X number of copies of the audiobooks, and even though I'm getting them digitally, they won't give out 100 copies when they only have 5. Interesting. Anyway, I think that's it. No auctions this week because of Needlework Marketplace and whatnot. The next time, I don't know if I'll do auctions next week. I think I might. And then the week after that, I'm going to partner with my friend Julia for auctions, and that'll be exciting. So that's it. That's it. We did plans, we did whips, we did updates, we talked about my books, my haul, my happy mail. That's it. That's all I've got. I thank you for being here. If you want more, this Sass will probably continue into tomorrow's live stream. So if you're not here for the Sass, probably don't show up for tomorrow's live stream. Who knows what I'll be talking about tomorrow? It's a whole nother day. But I'm going to go back to Needlework Marketplace and hopefully chit chat with some shops and some other designers and see what's going on with everybody. But thank you for being here. And if you do like a live stream, I'll see you tomorrow, maybe even on Instagram. I don't know, TBD. But till I see you, pass on those charts, take care of yourself, stitch what you want. See you later, bye.